A huge Bitcoin breakout is imminent, and of course today we are about to get our inflation data. This will be causing a lot of volatility in the Bitcoin market alongside with us right now forming a new symmetrical triangle pattern, and this will be exactly indicating the next big Bitcoin move. Because of course we have seen exceptional low volatility coming in towards the market, indicating a huge Bitcoin breakout that is about to come anytime soon. So we already know that a huge move is imminent right here, but the real question is, are we going to be getting this move towards the upside, or are we going to be getting this move towards the downside? And for that, we want to be having a look in towards some Bitcoin charts and in towards some actual data from of our inflation rate that we will be getting today. So make sure to hit that like button and let's jump into the analysis. So first of all, let's start off with a very short term, because in a very short term, well, of course, we are developing some new interesting stuff, and then we'll jump in towards the longer term charts. So on the 4-hourly time frame, well, we can be seeing we are right now developing a new symmetrical triangle, and I do think this symmetrical triangle will very much decide which direction we will be taking today. Look, yes, if we are going to be breaking down towards the downside of this symmetrical triangle, well, do expect some worse price action to come today. But in the end of the day, I do think it will actually be more likely that we will be breaking out towards the upside because of our inflation rate data that we will be getting today. And of course, I will be talking about this a little bit later in this video, but just keep in mind that I do think a break towards the upside will be more likely, just because of the inflation rate data that we will be getting today. But of course, depending on the actual results, this opinion might change, because if it is going to come in worse than expected, well, then of course do expect some kind of a sell-off and we are going to be breaking towards the downside. It is going to be leading. If we are going to be breaking out towards the downside, well, this symmetrical triangle is going to be leading, and do expect some further continuation towards the downside. But of course, if we are going to be breaking out towards the upside, well, the symmetrical triangle, of course, is also going to be leading, and in that case, also do expect some more upside to be getting created. Now, in the end of the day, we are still in this downtrend ever since we got this rejection from of the 31k level. We have created this downtrend. We are still trading in this downtrend. So in the very short term, I'm still actually being quite careful. Okay, the odds having a look in towards the trend are still more likely that we will actually be breaking down. Okay, just because we are still in this downtrend, it is going to be more likely that we will be continuing this trend rather than we are actually going to be reversing it. But if we will be reversing it, well, of course, that will be indicating some huge signals on the Bitcoin chart. So that will be very important to keep in mind. It will be more likely actually that we are going to be continuing our downtrend. But just keep in mind, because of our inflation rate, well, we might turn out and actually break towards the upside. And if we are going to be breaking this one towards the upside, well, we might even break this downtrend in towards an uptrend. And that is going to be snowballing into more signals getting created, because of course, then we are also going to be breaking out of this bull flag. We are also going to be breaking out of this cup and handle pattern. We are also going to be breaking out of this falling wedge pattern. And of course, whenever that happens, okay, if we are going to be breaking out towards the upside of all of these bigger time frame patterns, well, if that is going to be happening, do expect the next leg towards the upside getting created. Okay, just in case that will be happening. Now, of course, I'm not saying it will, because we will need to be seeing in which direction this symmetrical triangle will be breaking out. And of course, before talking about that a little bit more extensively, do keep in mind that I will be keeping you guys up to date about every single market development on my Twitter, and also if any big moves were to come, I will also share an emergency update on my YouTube channel. So also be sure to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. And other than that, well, we still do have this CME gap above us, right? We still have this CME gap, and we can go all the way up towards the 26.5k level, and then the CME gap will be filled. Okay, and if we have a look in towards this symmetrical triangle, yes, we can still come up all the way towards the 26.5k level and still find a rejection from of this level, because of course this resistance of this downtrending trend line, well, is coming exactly in at about the 26.5k level, which is also going to be exactly confluencing with this CME gap. So keep that in mind. If we are going to be filling this CME gap, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to be breaking bullish just yet, okay? But on the other side, well, do keep in mind that these CME gaps tend to get filled 9 out of the 10 times. Literally like 95% of the CME gaps tend to get filled very, very quickly. If we have a look in towards the past, well, right here we created a CME gap and we filled it right after, as you can be seeing. Right here as well, we created a CME gap, we filled it right after, as well as right here we created a small little CME gap and we filled it right after. And this happens very, very often for the Bitcoin price, and do expect this CME gap to also be filled anytime soon. Okay, now having a look into what's a bit longer term charts. Well, of course, I've already kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier in this video, but well, we are creating this cup and handle pattern, and this is one of the most bullish patterns Bitcoin can be getting. Literally, if we are going to be breaking out towards the upside of this handle we are developing right now, well, we have a price target all the way up towards the 50k level, which in my opinion, guys, I do not think it's that realistic. We are going to be meeting that price target, but in the end of the day, if we are going to be breaking this one out towards the upside, it will mean we will be seeing a lot of bullish price action getting created. Okay, so that is the important thing that I'm watching right here, as well as we are also creating this bull flag, which anytime soon we are also going to be breaking out of. And also we are creating this falling wedge pattern. And guys, if you have been following me for a longer time period, you of course know that I will be trading this falling wedge breakout towards the upside. If we are going to be breaking this one towards the upside, I will be trading it, because I do believe this breakout, if we are going to be getting this breakout, well, this is going to be signaling the next leg towards the upside getting created all the way up towards the like 34k level and maybe even higher. So I think this will be a great position for a swing trade position. So guys, last week I made an extensive video exactly about my whole analysis right here in the longer term trend, why I'm taking this position. So be sure to be watching that video if you want to know exactly why I am actually taking this position right here. I will be trading this on BitGet, but other than that, yeah, of course, we are also still seeing that, well, volatility is imminent. We are seeing this very rare signal right now flashing. This has not happened a lot of times, guys, and right now it is happening once again. The Bollinger Bands are so narrow, indicating that volatility is so imminent, and we are going to be seeing a huge Bitcoin move anytime soon. It is truly the calm before the storm, as well as, of course, we can be clearly seeing for the larger picture, well, support flipping in towards resistance right here, and right now once again flipping in towards support. This is classic technical analysis. Previous resistance becomes support, and right now do expect we will be getting supported. And if we are going to be getting supported, if we are going to be getting this catalyst breaking out towards the upside, I just think it is the beginning of a next big move towards the upside. Also, of course, because the same exact support is also the neckline of this inverse head and shoulder breakout towards the upside. We are retesting right here this EMA ribbons on a weekly time frame, which, guys, if we will be getting a small bounce right here, this will be looking so bullish for the larger picture for Bitcoin. So just another reason why I'm taking this trade right there, because of the EMA ribbons. Now having a look into what's the inflation rate right here, well, the dollar is still looking very weak. Of course, we are seeing this hidden bearish divergence being created for the dollar currency index, which is, of course, a good signal for Bitcoin, because if the dollar is going to be worth less, well, Bitcoin is going to be worth more. But in the end of the day, the inflation rate that will be getting released right there today will be very important. And guys, I will be sharing this exact inflation rate on my Twitter profile as soon as possible. You will be the first one to know on my Twitter profile. So be sure to be following me and turn on your notifications, because I'll be sharing it as soon as possible. But just keep in mind that the previous inflation rate was 4.9% and the consensus is right now 4.1% and the forecast is 4.3%. So just keep in mind that the lower the inflation rate, the more bullish it is for the Bitcoin price. So if the actual inflation rate is going to come in at about 4.1%, well, that would be bullish for the Bitcoin price. If it is actually going to be coming in at about 4.3%, well, that is going to be bearish for the Bitcoin price, because currently the market has already priced in an average of 4.2% exactly in the middle of these forecasts. Okay, so anywhere lower than 4.2% is going to be bullish for the Bitcoin market, but anything higher than 4.2% is going to be very bearish for the Bitcoin market. That is how I'm seeing it. Also, other than that, yes, we also have the core inflation rate, but the most important thing is the inflation rate, just a normal one right here. And of course, depending on the results right here, we are going to be seeing some changes happening for our FOMC meeting that is going to be happening on the 14th of June. Of course, right now there is about an 80% chance that we will be seeing a pause of our current rate hikes, and we will be seeing no rate hike happening, which will be very bullish for the Bitcoin price. And there is about a 20% chance that we will still be seeing another rate hike happening. Well, so probably no rate hikes is going to be happening. We can say that with an 80% probability, but of course the odds might be shifting because of our inflation that we might be getting. So guys, be sure to be watching this symmetrical triangle right there. This might be the next catalyst of us actually breaking out towards the upside right here. And guys, with that being said, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning. And guys, bye bye.